On the 26th of November, 1930, Canada, the front page of the Meadville Daily Journal newspaper published a headline titled Village of the Dead. This news spread a wave of fear across Canada because in the north, an entire tribe had vanished overnight without leaving a single trace. Anjikuni Lake. Welcome once again, viewers, in today's video. Far away in the northern region of Canada lies around 100 to 150 people were part of this tribe, where once a small settlement of an Eskimo tribe lived. Thousands of square kilometers, but only a few thousand people live here because of its extreme weather conditions. Apart from fishing in Anjikuni Lake, hunting was also common in the surrounding region. On one freezing day in November 1930, a hunter named Joe LaBelle came to this region for hunting. He got so engaged in his hunt that he didn't even realize when night fell. He thought, as usual, he would spend the night with the Eskimo tribe near the lake. The tribe was known for warmly welcoming outsiders, so Joe packed his belongings and headed toward the Eskimo settlement. It was a moonlit night, but the surroundings were eerily silent. No human voices, no animal sounds, only the echo of his own footsteps. Although he had walked this path before, something about tonight felt different. Normally, the barking of dogs tied near the settlement could be heard from far, but tonight, nothing. As he neared the village, he could see the huts and even smoke rising from some of them. But strangely, there was still no sound of life. Finally, when Joe entered the settlement, he was shocked. There was not a single human or animal present. What was even stranger was that smoke was still rising from chimneys as if people were inside. He entered a few huts, but each one was empty. What unsettled him more was that food pots were still on stoves, but the food had burned. Women's sewing projects were left unfinished, needles still threaded. It looked as if the people had suddenly disappeared in the middle of their daily chores. Then Joe discovered something disturbing, and the tribe's dogs were found dead of starvation, still tied to their posts. Shockingly, food was placed in front of them, but there had been no one to feed them. In another spot, he saw a freshly dug grave. All this filled Joe with dread. He knew the tribe never left without their dogs. Something terrifying must have forced them to leave everything, even burning fires, unfinished meals, and their pets. Joe rushed to the nearest telegraph office and reported everything to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP. When police arrived, they confirmed Joe's account. At first, they suspected a massacre or attack, but there was no sign of blood, no bodies, no struggle, nothing. The police began a search operation. That's when they noticed something strange. The entire village was covered with snow, yet there were no footprints at all. The only footprints present were Joe's own. If no one had entered or exited, then where had the villagers gone? The lake was frozen solid, their boats pulled up on the land, untouched. If the villagers had gone across the lake or were killed and dumped there, the ice would have shown signs of breakage. Investigations revealed that the villagers had disappeared days before Joe arrived. The dogs could not have died after just a day or two without food, and the smoke from fire suggested they had left only shortly before Joe's arrival. 6:52. For months, the RCMP carried out extensive searches, but no clues were ever found. Finally, the case was marked unsolved and closed forever. With time, people forgot about it. Then in 1984, almost 50 years later, two writers, Roger Boyer and Nigel Blundell, connected the story to extraterrestrials. They claimed that locals told them about strange flying objects often seen over the lake, heading toward the tribe's settlement. Based on this, they speculated that the tribe was abducted by aliens that night. However, they provided no concrete evidence, so most people rejected the theory. Over the years, many other stories and theories emerged, but the truth remains unknown. It has now been nearly 100 years, yet nobody knows where the people of Anjikuni Lake went, or how an entire Eskimo tribe vanished without a trace. This mystery remains unsolved to this day. We hope you like this video. Don't forget to like and share. See you in the next one.